So my espresso machine, it says you can use like K-cup things in it. So I tried it for the first time. And first of all, you had to use specific K-cups, not just any, which I didn't realize. But I tried to make it work anyway. I don't know if I did it right. It's supposed to be like coconut macaroon flavored or something. I don't even like coconut, but I can't tell if it's tastes fancy or not. It's me, Dexter. I just woke up from like an hour nap and I had some really bizarre dreams that were like half memory and half not, and I can't. It's really messing me up. Oh, man. I'm so done with everything. And spring break's almost over and I've only had like one day, and what did I do today? I slept. And I just feel shitty. But that's not what this video is about, feeling shitty, but in another way. Not this kind of way. So let's get to that kind of way. So a while back, my friend suggested, I feel kind of bad, I'm blaming all of this on her, even though she didn't like force me into it or anything, but I'm blaming it on her anyway. She suggested I try an online dating website for asexuals so that I'd be more likely to find someone who could handle me being asexual. If you want more information about asexuality, I'll put a couple links below. I'm eventually going to make a video about it, explaining what it is. But just for now, the really short version of it is that asexuals don't really like sex very much. If you need more information, like right now, you just can't wait. I'll put a couple links below to some good information sources, resources, stuff. But the gist of it is, asexuals ain't too fond of that thing that the young kids are doing these days. Anyway, there are a couple asexual dating websites for asexuals, obviously, because obviously we have a hard time dating, because obviously. So I was like, what the heck? Why not? I'll do it. I have been on that dating website for 4 days, I think, maybe? It was a bad idea. So if you're considering this, just don't do it. If you're looking for true love and companionship, just don't do it. I'm such an awkward person and I don't even like people, so this way people could get to know me without having to know me, and so then maybe once they actually did know me, they'd be like, well, you know, we got to know her earlier and she seemed cooler then, so maybe she's still cool now, even though now she's not very cool, and I would have found true happiness in friendship. I'm so sleepy right now. So the website that I was on wasn't strictly for asexuals, because the strict asexual ones are not super great, and there's not a lot of people on them, and blah 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 blah. So I picked one that had the option for asexual, so you could be like, yes, I'm asexual, I'm looking for asexuals and demisexuals or whatever. So I thought that the way it would work is that when people put in what they were looking for, they would, you know, I wouldn't necessarily show up if they were just looking for the sexy times or anything like that. Apparently the website is not quite that sophisticated, or I did something wrong. But even if that weren't the case, there's just so much freaking stuff going on there. Okay, I was on like 3 hours ago just to make sure nothing weird was happening. I've been planning on deleting my profile, whatever. I'm planning on deleting it, but I was waiting to make this video so that you could all share in my love life. So I know you want to. Good times, right? Yeah, like I said, I was on like 3 hours ago. Already have, I think, 2 or 3 more likes on my profile. On for 4 days. You know how many likes I got on my profile? 67. I don't know if that's a lot comparatively, but that's a lot for me, and I cannot handle that kind of attention. Like, I know I'm a needy bitch, but that's just... I can't handle 67 different boys ever. I don't ever want to. I don't want to have to. Even if they were all perfect gentlemen and very nice and interesting and friendly, I would just need to step back. Especially in 4 days. That's too much. Okay, I don't know if all 67 of these boys just go around and like every single person they visit and send every single person a message. Maybe you have to find, maybe that's the only way to find true love and happiness, but no. Especially if you're looking for sexy time and you didn't read anything on my profile saying that I wasn't about that life. So yeah, I just can't. I mean, I guess surprisingly, it's not that different online than in life. What a surprise there. What you can do is, I don't know who this person is, I'm just going to click on them because they're right there. You can go down here to your compatibility and it'll give you like a percentage of how great a match you are. And it gives you all these questions that you can answer, so it's like taking a quiz, which is kind of fun because I'm a sucker for quizzes. And you can see how they answered compared to you and how much you agree and like, not just how similar you are, but you can mark what answers you would rather them have, kind of. So if like, I don't know, can't think of a good example right now. If you're just looking at someone's profile, you can go on there and click on a category and look and see how they answered to all of the questions. So it's kind of like Facebook stalking them, but even more detailed. Because you can find out all of these things about their life and their beliefs and their values and what they're looking for, and it's kind of weird, and it's like, what's the point of even going out on a date when you just got all this stuff right there? Not that I go on dates anyway, but... So before we say goodbye to this whole tragedy, let's travel back in time to see what kind of times I've had on online dating. First message I ever got, would bang, and I was like, would not bang, and he was like, respect choice, and that was it. So at least he wasn't super annoying and didn't continue to bother me. I think I liked a total of maybe 3 people in this 4 or 5 days I've had this thing, because maybe I'm just too apathetic, maybe I'm too picky, maybe I'm too hung up on other things in life, I don't know, but anyway. That's 4 compared to the 67 people who liked me, but anyway, we're just gonna keep moving on here. If you like each other, then it'll tell you that you liked each other, and so that's what the second message is 2 of us liking each other, but then apparently neither of us ever sent a message. This guy impressed me by sending me that video, that Smash Mouth video, that song that I can't even remember the name of right now, but only done to the Microsoft noises, and I was like, dude, that's nice, but I've already seen it, so sorry. We had a pretty long conversation about Smash Mouth, which is always up for that if you're interested. But I didn't reply to this person because he was like, hello, how are you? Click on his profile, he's looking for a non-monogamous relationship or casual sex, and I was like, I just don't even want to bother. How are you, beautiful woman? Wish you could do me a favor. And I was like, I don't even want to know what that favor is, so we're just gonna keep going. Who is this person? Oh, I remember this guy. I remember this. Ooh. We had like two back and forths about video games, and then he was like, fun. So, do you have a cute body? Just curious. I can't tell if you're skinny or big. LOL. What? I mean, cute's a subjective term. First of all, are you skinny? LOL. I'm just curious. And then I was like, yeah, I'm 15 feet wide and 3 feet tall. And he was like, oh geesh, I'm just curious. It wouldn't kill you to add a wonderful body picture. LOL. Sorry, I don't take selfies. It's hard to fit all 15 feet into the frame. That was basically the end of that conversation. And I was like, screw you. I don't like you. I don't even think I'm like overweight or anything, but this person, I actually appreciated this person. He was a nice guy. He was like, how are you doing? And I was like, fine. And he was like, that's good. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, do you want to trade some pics? And I was like, and I'm not really into that. And he was like, what about just regular pics? And I was like, okay, definitely wasn't into that. That's what we're talking about. And I was like, you might want to look somewhere else if you're looking for pic trading and stuff. And he was like, oh, okay, sorry to bother you. And I was like, no problem. Thanks for being respectful. I said no, and you were like, fine, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's cool. Appreciated that. You do you, just as long as I don't have to be there when you're doing it. We're good. Like, I don't care what you're doing. Hey there, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but you are the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen in my life. You are a supermodel in my eyes. I'm Billy, by the way. This one guy tried to out-emo me, and I was like, it's fine. You can be the... I don't, whatever, man. This person was like, hi there, love. And I was like, don't call me that, you don't know me. And you're also looking for non-monogamous, casual, sexy times. I don't care about that. Excuse me, goodbye. Okay, so another thing for this website is that you don't have your actual name on there unless you just want to put it in your profile or something, but I don't because who cares? I kind of forgot about it, actually. That's the only reason. But some people will be like, hello, my name's Steve, or whatever. And I'll be like, hey, I am Dexter. And then they'd be like, oh, what's the problem? I'm not gonna come chop you into pieces if that's what you're worried about. It was like, isn't that traditionally a boy's name? And I was like, traditionally it is. That's an interesting name. And I was like, it is, because I'm an interesting person. What did you get against him? So what's your real name? And I was like, that can't be my real name? I mean, I know it's not, but don't tell him that. Me being extremely creepy and with very good stalking skills, if I had like a long conversation with anybody, I would try and find them on Facebook by being clever and sneaky. And one person I found, and I was like, oh, I got like 9 mutual friends. So I texted my friend, and I was like, hey, who is this person? And she was like, don't talk to him. And I was like, okay. So I never replied to that guy again. Well, I can't trust even the nice people. And if any of them started the conversation with, hey, WYD, what you doing? I didn't respond at all. Respond. I also got the usual, do you have a laboratory? Or, can I see your laboratory? And I was like, no, you can't. Bye. One guy who, really, he wasn't that bad. But, I don't remember how it started. I don't really want to, we had a very long conversation, so I don't really want to go back all the way and look at it. But, he asked if I was part Komodo dragon because I'm asexual, and I was like, first of all, you spelled Komodo dragon wrong. How do you even misspell that? I don't understand. And second of all, they're asexually reproductive. That's not the same thing. So I had to educate him, and then he didn't understand, and we had a big, long argument about it, which never really got heated, and in the end he was like, I'm learning things, this is good. And I was like, I don't trust you, but I'm glad you're at least pretending to care about my sexual identity. He couldn't understand how a meaningful relationship could happen without sex and all this stuff, and I was like, well, I don't do whatever, I don't really care. But he kept talking to me anyway, and I was like, I don't really know what we're doing here. Like, friends are great, but I don't trust you. No offense. I don't trust anyone. It's not because you're a boy, I just don't trust anyone. Some people were surprising. What's up, Bruce? Bruce, please. I'm trying to make a fabulously interesting video right now. So where is the get rid of my life button on here? So that's essentially, there's probably more that I could talk about, but I can't remember all of it. I don't really want to remember all of it. Found a sketchy guy from my math class, though, on here. Made me chuckle a little bit. I'm also really pink right now. My eyes just kind of went cross-eyed looking at the camera. Here we go. You ready? I'm going to give you proof, because I know you care so much. Here we go. You can't even see the button, but it's here. Disable an account. Bada boom ba. Care to tell us why? I met someone. I met somebody elsewhere. There aren't enough people in my area. Yeah, there's not enough people talking to me. That's the problem. I prefer another app. Ads are too annoying. I receive too many unwanted messages. Your account has been disabled. Yay! Now I can go back to living my life of solitude and loneliness and cats and books and sadness and, yeah. So I say I'm going back to living my life of solitude and loneliness, but we all know I'm gonna... Bruce, I'm trying to be pathetic right now. Stop trying to steal my attention. Do you hear me? But anyway, like I said, was saying, we all know I'm going to be texting my, 2.5 friends, begging for attention in the next 5 minutes probably, because that's all I do, because I'm living pathetic like that. But, yeah, so, don't do the online dating. unless everything I said here was appealing to you, in which case it's totally for you, and I'm not gonna judge you for it. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't. I'm a mess. I'm looking really rough today. All my love to you guys. I don't know where Palmer is, but all of this hooligans love as well. That's right, you. And I will see you guys in the next one.